Hello everybody, welcome back to the FM24 Youth Academy Challenge with Folkestone Invicta. It's the end of the season, we've got to May, it's the end of Season 7. Let's go and see how we got on. And of course, where better to start than the end of season review. We've not actually looked at one of these in a while on this series because, well, they're a bit shit, aren't they? But there you go. New arrivals, obviously we didn't sign anybody. We had a few people that we let go and everything like that. It was just youngsters that came in. Don't need to worry about that. We finished 11th, which is really, really good. Above mid-table by a place. So Barnet is mid-table, and we finished above them. 63 points, a -3 goal difference. I assume we went ahead of Barnet because we scored more goals, but I'm not too sure in that one. Doncaster ended up winning the league on 89 points, 10 ahead of Grimsby. They absolutely smashed it. Torquay went up beating Gillingham in the playoff final, and we said goodbye to Wealdstone, Yeovil, Worthing and Telford. Obviously the board were absolutely delighted. Our top goal scorer for the season, Louis Collins with 9. Nobody reached double figures for us. Bit disappointing, really, isn't it? But yeah, some good results along the way, some bad results along the way. The biggest was a 6-1 win over Enfield Town in the FA Challenge Trophy. The match to remember was a 2-1 away win at Scunthorpe. So, yep, great. We scored 2 late goals in that one to get us a win. And the goal of the season was scored by Turner from right back, who actually got both of our best goals of the season, is what I'd say. Both of them absolute bangers from Reigns. Finances, we've got a new deal for sponsorship, which is great. We've stayed at the same sort of reputation. Money's gone down, obviously, and merchandise, not much happened in that. In terms of lining up, 4-2-4 is what we did throughout the season. Hewlett, Collins, Omarovic, Johnson, Allsop, Turner, Morse, Hjorton, Beredetsky, Zimmer and Wooden in goal. That'll be how you probably recognise it from the live games we've done this season. Well, we got Manager of the Month for October, which is quite nice. Fans Player of the Season, Luke Johnson. Young Player of the Season, Luke Johnson. Goal of the Season, Leo Turner. Top Goal Scorer, Luke Johnson. Over all competitions was Luke Johnson with 11. Luke Johnson, most assists with 13. Ivor Hewlett got the most Man of the Match awards with 4, and Luke Johnson had the highest average rating with a 7. Kai Allsop had the most passes completed of 45 per 90 from central or holding midfield. But yeah, Luke Johnson having quite the season, wasn't it? We didn't win any awards in the actual league itself, which is a little bit annoying. Louis Collins has set a new record for the most league appearances by a player and the most league goals by a player as well. He's now up to 160 in 338, but I've got a feeling his performances are probably going to stay around that number, 338 for his appearances. He may get to like 3, maybe like, I don't know. I just don't think he's going to play much next year, is what I'm saying. We looked sharp right out the gates. We did well, mid-table, lovely stuff. We were really good, and yeah, we've now played 300 matches, and it was a boring 0-0 against Maidstone. Folkestone starved off relegation from the Rama National League with Louis Collins banging in crucial goals to lead them to safety. What a load of bollocks! What a load of bollocks. We didn't starve off relegation, did we? We absolutely smashed it. I mean, the team that got relegated got 47 points and we got 63. We were miles away from relegation. But yeah, we have had a decent season this year. It's been our best season so far. We ended the season reasonably well. We lost to Wealdstone, who were bottom of the table, but it didn't help them anyway. Drew with Boreham Wood and then beat Maidstone 2-1, which is lovely. I don't know what... Oh, that 0-0 there was our 300th game in the save, but... yeah, we beat Maidstone 2-1. Dan Willock and Leo Turner with the goals. We didn't really bring in any youngsters for the last few games of the season. As you can see, looking at the 11s there, Dan Jarvis started in goal for that one. No youngsters. No new youngsters came onto the bench. I don't think any youngsters played at all in any of them, actually. But Keanu Bursey did score against Boreham Wood, which was nice for him. It was a 92nd minute equaliser for them as well, which is a little bit annoying. But Leo Turner got the goal and man of the match against Folkestone Invicta. No, we're Folkestone Invicta. Against Man United. Dan Willock on there as well ended his goal drought. Another one. I'm not too sure how much football he's going to be getting next year, because if we look at our development centre, these are all the people that our assistant manager now thinks are good enough to come and potentially play a part in our first team. Centre back Gubbins. I'm just going to call him Jordan Gubbins. That's going to stick. Misk. Set nickname Jord Gubbins. That's what he's now going to be called. We've got Lex. He needs a nickname as well because I literally can't say that. We're just going to call him Lexi. Like that. Chris Smith, we got Pia Karski. Everyone's going to have nicknames at this rate. Davian Alcock, Luke Rice, Richard Evans, Danny Webster, and of course David Burns, who has played a little bit of football for us this year. Handful of appearances, 10 appearances overall in the senior team. Not doing too bad. But of course, we've got to chuck it all in to Power BI and see what happens. I'm recording this before I've read your comments on the previous episode, so not too sure how everyone's feeling around Power BI, but we'll see how that's going. But yeah, they all need faces. I haven't done that bit yet either. But yeah, you can see it's saying Jord Gubbins is the guy to come up to the first team next year and make us better. Height, jumping reach, all really good and needed. Good technique, tackling, marking. I didn't want to promote them when they were on a new contract. I just thought we'd leave them for the last 3 games of the season to see how they get on. But yeah, Gubbins, Lexi coming up as well. He looks like he's going to be pretty damn good. Pace, acceleration, good dribbling. Still not sure whether he's going to be a right winger or a striker. We'll have to wait and see for that one. We do have Chris Smith, who it says is a striker, but can also play on that left wing. Comes with a little bit of pace and things like that. But yeah, I think the average age of the squad next year, first team squad, is going to dramatically fall as we integrate a lot of these players into it, which is really good. The under-18s have been playing, as you would imagine, very, very well. They've absolutely smashed their league again. 81 points, only losing 3 games, 26 wins from 32. They were absolutely incredible. I've got a feeling they have actually now won that league every year since we've been in it, which is really, really good. And I don't know if we can have a quick look. If we go under-18s and fixtures, do they have a cup competition? Or they only play, the FA Youth Cup. They got to the 4th round and lost to Birmingham under 18. So, and only on penalties as well. So it does bode well for the future that our under 18s. I mean, look at this run: 6-0, 2-1, 4-1, 3-2, 2-0, 3-2, 3-1, 3-0, 6-0, 4-3, 3-0. Bloody hell! Playing our 4-2-4 DM wide system. So yeah, they're doing very, 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 very well. They've got 2 games left as well. Ebbsfleet and Hornchurch. I'm sure they'll absolutely smash those guys there. But the only other thing to think, so we're not going to be going on the Power BI today. As I said, I'm trying to revamp it and give it, I've got great plans for it, but it's going to take me a bit of time to do it. What I actually want to do is sort of set out to be like, if you're playing a 4-4-2, this is the team. A 4-2-3-1, this is the team. A 4-4-2, 2 DMs, this is the team. You know, things like that is what I really want to look at. But so we'll have a quick flick through here and have a look at data. And just have a look. So most minutes played went to Adam Beredetsky at centre-back. He actually played, like 600 minutes more, basically, than Elliot Moore, who was his next closest player. But the best average rating, Luke Johnson, he got player of the season, so that sort of makes sense. 35 appearances, 7 as a substitute, 3,006 minutes for the 17-year-old. Hopefully hasn't stunted his development too much. We'll check that out in a minute. Clear-cut chances created, 22 for Luke Johnson, 13 for Lewis Collins, and 12 for Omarovic. Assist was actually Luke Johnson up there with 13, Omarovic 7, and Adam Lancashire with 6. Expected assists per 90 is always a good one to look at. 0.28 was Jason Walsh. So in his 15 appearances that he made, 878 minutes, he was should have had an assist every 0.28 90 minutes. So not too bad. Luke Johnson up there with the same. Omarovic not too far behind as well. Total expected assists then 9.25. So you can see how much he is crucial to what we're trying to do. But it's actually the 0.28 that makes more sense because it splits it over the amount of 90 minutes that they've done, which is good. Non-penalty expected goals. Ivor Hewlett had the most at 8.13. Only scored 9 goals. So not really outperforming. It was Louis Collins that outperformed again, 6.85 non-penalty expected goals. Did score 10, but there will be penalties in that as well. So if we look at his history on here, in the league, 4 penalties. So if you take 0.8 per penalty off, 0.8 times 4 will be 0.8, 1.6, 2.2, no, 2.4, 3.2, I think that would work out his penalty XG is. So Louis Collins there, non-penalty expected of 6.85, so his, what did I say, 3.2, that would be about 10, so he's actually bang on his XG, to be honest, looking at it there. But yeah, it's not too bad. XG per 90, Louis Collins is still getting in the best position. Jens Albers, but he dropped off, only 8 appearances this year, 0.27 up there as well. So Yeah, we're doing... There's a lot we can look at. Crosses completed and attempted. 100% of crosses from Brandon Gilbert hit their target. I'm going to assume he only did one in the game. But 66 from Onyema. He takes free kicks from out wide. Trim Skjorton with 50%. And 31% for Jason Walsh as well. Not too bad. We've got a good header. Elliot Moore is actually winning the most. Well, that sort of makes sense, actually, at full-back. He's 6'2" with good jumping reach, so he's going to be out jumping his wingers most of the time. Skjorton's up there with 75%, winning 3/4 of his headers is very, very good for Trim Skjorton. But he may be the one that misses out next year. It might only be his jumping reach that keeps him around, because we don't have another centre-back other than Brandon Gilbert, who's probably worse than Trim Skjorton overall, as you can see here. He's the only other one with decent jumping reach. None of the youngsters have good jumping reach, so maybe Elliot Moore becomes our danger man from corners. Who knows? We'll have to see how that one goes. The tackles per 90, Jason Walsh doing some good tackling. I'm going to assume he's got good aggression. 14, yep, pretty good. And 3.34 for Joe McLaughlin, who definitely has good aggression. 19 up there. 3.11 for Pete Daly as well. Aggression 15. So you can see the aggressive players like to win the ball back most in the 90 minutes. 92% of his tackles from Brandon Gilbert was a very good completion. 89% for Trim Skjorton, 85% for Keanu Bursey, who sort of broke into the team towards the back end of the season. Joe McLaughlin up there as well, 85%, doing really well. Interceptions are always, I think, a little bit more important for like midfielders, but Harold Zimmer doing a good job, 83%. Pete Daly as well, 81%. But Pete Daly probably on his way out. He is quite good physically and mentally, so he might still have a chance at the club, but technically he's not developed and isn't looking great at all, to be honest. Okay, let's have a quick look at some of the youngsters to go through some development stuff as well, just see how they're progressing at the end of Season 7. So let's have a look at Luke Johnson. Obviously, player of the season, has had a very, very good season for him and helped us in the club as well. So development, let's have a look at progress. We'll go to attributes and we'll go all time just to see what he's improved of. So he's gone up 2 in jumping reach to 14. Actually, he's pretty good from corners as well. Acceleration 14, natural fitness 13, pace has gone up to 10, stamina up to 9, balance up to 6. Any other big jumps? He's had a decrease in dribbling, which is a little bit of a concern. A bit of a decrease overall technically. Leadership has gone up to 6. Anticipation up to 5, bravery up to 5, composure down to 3. That's a bit of a nightmare. Determination's good at 17. No big injuries has been affected that. Teamwork 14 as well. Yeah, nothing too much to write home about. Let's have a look at one of the good youngsters that sort of broke into the team a couple of years ago and see how sort of they've been progressing. I guess someone like Dan Willock. He's been around for a little while now. Is he still progressing all time? So yeah, lots of physical improvements. 3 for acceleration, 3 for balance, 1 for jumping reach, 3 for pace, 2 for stamina, 1 for strength. Anticipation's gone up, composure's gone up, determination stayed the same, decision's gone up, leadership's gone up, off the ball's gone up as well. Again, technically nothing too good happening because our facilities are so bad. Joe McLaughlin, I think, has had I'm expecting him to have gone up a fair bit. Let's have a look all time. So yeah, pace, stamina, agility's gone down, acceleration's gone up, strength has gone up, concentration's gone up, leadership's gone up to 2. We've had a slight decrease in work rate, vision's gone up, marking's gone up, passing's gone up. Yeah, okay, so not a great deal. I think our facilities are really sort of hampering us about what we want to do. I guess Omarovic could be a good one to look at as well, just because he's had a fair amount of game time and has been at the club for a couple of seasons. Acceleration up by 2, balance up by 1, pace up by 1, stamina up by 1, off the ball up by 1, leadership going up, composure up by 2, anticipation up by 1. That's all good. Technique, passing's gone down, first touch has gone down a little bit, finishing's gone up a little bit. Yeah, okay, so we're having, like you would sort of expect with youngsters getting older, their physicalities are going up, some of their mentals are growing. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. Christian Jarvis is someone that's been around for a little while, highly rated when he first came through. He's really dropped off in terms of potential as the other players have come in. I wonder what he's had, because he had a lot of game time first season. Yeah, technicals have really gone down. Concentration's gone up a lot, leadership's gone up, balance, acceleration, pace and stamina's going up as well. So he's getting there. He is getting there, but yeah, I think he'll be one that goes at the end of his contract. Oh, well, he's on a non-contract, so we probably will release him at the end of the year because we want to keep the squad from getting too bloated. But yeah, overall, I think progress has been okay. I do think our lack of facilities and stuff is hindering. So we're still on basic training facilities, below average youth facilities. We're not even on a gold star yet for youth recruitment or junior coaching. So it's a tough place to be at the moment. Coming through, they're bringing good people, but like actually, then they'll say no to training facilities. We don't have the money. They may increase our youth level. And let's go networking and improve youth recruitment as well. So I can ask for an under 21 team. We'll do that next time. Yeah, we're sort of not playing the attacking football that we were in the Vanarama National South because I'm trying to figure out this 4-2-4. But yeah, we're doing well. I like it. I think the club are performing well enough. I think some of the players are developing well enough. I will have a review internally, as they say, and get rid of all the people that who are in this squad that haven't played. Because if they're in here and not playing, Sam Dean Pulling, he can go. Charlie Ash, he's going to go. Christian Jarvis, he's going to go. I mean, Keanu Bursey's still young, so he'll stay. He's 16, 7, so 22. And Jens Albers, he'll probably go now as well. Pete Daly may even be on his way out, even though he has got quite very good potential in here, according to our assistant. Jason Walsh has done okay this year, only 18, so he's not too bad. Brandon Gilbert, I'll probably go just because his morale is starting to piss me off a little bit and he won't improve at all. Jake Fitzgerald is only 18, good potential, not a bad left back backup, but I don't know. I'll have to look at all the youth players and assess everybody, put it into Power BI and see what comes out. Yeah. Good season, really good league finish, finishing in 11th. Very, very happy with that. We did finish with a negative goal difference, which is a little bit annoying, on a -3. The XG table, by the way, just to let you know, I'm just looking at it in the background. Oh, I forgot. You have to do it in a really weird way. There we go. We should have finished second bottom with our XG, so let's not worry too much about that. We got 12 more points than we should have done. Brilliant. I'll see you for the start of the next season or some way through the next season. And hopefully, with those youngsters coming in, we'll be climbing the table. See you in the next one. Cheers.